Hello and welcome back to Oops, I Bought It Again. Be honest with me. Have you ever found yourself wandering through a store, landing on the travel aisle before a trip that's coming, and looking at those little trinkets and treasures and picturing your suitcase turning into like a beautifully aesthetic, organized masterpiece rather than just a hot mess? Did you think that these trinkets were going to change your life? Did you think all the packing cubes and zippered pouches were the way to go? If you've even wondered, this is the show for you. So buckle up. I was getting ready for a trip that we have coming up. Well, I started about a month ago, actually, because I like to pack in advance. I feel that, like, if you're packing in advance for the trip, the vacation is now longer because the anticipation is there. You're prepping, you're thinking, you're like halfway in the vacation mode. So anyways, I started packing for our trip and I pulled out my suitcase and found all these random things like this. Like a normal person would use a Ziploc bag for all the little chargers and wire things that you need when you travel. But I felt that because this zippered pouch was available and it was labeled that it was for technology, that this was the way to go. I'm not sure what the difference is in the execution of this, but because it was labeled for travel and had multiple zippers, I thought it would be aesthetic. I don't think that's anything like aesthetic. Obviously, all these things aren't getting packed, by the way. I just have random cords in it. But it opened Pandora's box for me on all of the money we spend in preparation for a trip. And do we need these gadgets? Do we? The things that I buy. Let me tell you about this one, and then we're going to bring my guests here to the scene because I am not the only one with this problem, evidently. This year was going to be the signature 2025 Harvey Palooza swimsuit for vacation, okay? The problem with online shopping is you can't see all the things. Like, how is it made? Like, what is it cut like? All the things. The picture looks great because obviously it's marketed to look great. But I ordered this lovely swimsuit with our faces on it, as I do every year, which is completely unnecessary, but I actually really enjoyed the tradition. But I got it and it's like so thin and so not. So you know what I did? I kept this because you can't send back a swimsuit with your faces on it. And I ordered a different one because the one I ordered last year was a higher quality, was made better. So now I have another version of this, a different cut, same print, same faces on it. And this one, this is the extent of the use of this swimsuit. So the money spent in preparation for travel, but it's so fun. But like I said, I'm not the only one. So I'm going to bring a couple guests. I have two guests today. And our first guest is Sarah. You may recognize her from episode 1 with her dog grooming kit at home. It's an at-home dog grooming kit. Say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
And we're bringing Emily to the scene today. Emily's new here. She loves a beige aesthetic, and she'll tell us more about that here in a little bit. Welcome, Emily.
Good morning.
Okay, so I like to start with games. You know this. Games are fun. Get a little competitive because we have 2 players today. I have placed an orange buzzer in front of each of you. Go ahead and test your buzzers. Make sure they're working adequately. Nice. Okay, so as I mentioned, we spend a lot of money on travel, but we spend a lot of money preparing for travel as well. So what we're going to play today is a travel trivia game, and it's all about the expenditures. We have travel trivia. How much does the average person spend preparing for a trip? Is it A, $75, B, $148 to $300, or C, above $400?
B.
B, $148 to $300. Sarah?
I would say B.
You are correct. Oh, I didn't get a little dinger. That would have been nice.
Oh,
ding, ding, ding.
I was going to say
a correct
C
answer.
if you're Brie.
Not these days. Bree is budgeting. Bree is proud to be budgeting. But yes, you're correct. So our next question. The average spend per person replacing on forgotten items for a trip is $25, B, $37, or C, $53.
I'll go C on that one.
M?
I'm cheap. I'm going to say A.
You were correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Sarah has a correct answer. And the average amount, like item number of forgotten items, like, oh man, I forgot to pack, fill in the blank, 2 items,
Well, if you have to buy it at the airport or somewhere else like that, it's going to be a lot more expensive.
right?
What are can I ask, like, what are the items people typically forget?
I didn't dig that deep into my research. I got as far as 2 items and $53, but I'll let you know. I'll follow up with that maybe next go around because I'm sure we'll have another travel edition at some point. Okay, so the next question, are we ready?
Yes.
What percentage of travelers buy at least one new outfit just for their trip?
C.
C, 55%. Sarah?
I was leaning that way, but I'll say B.
The correct answer? B, 37%. I was just kind of baffled that people only buy one new outfit for their trip. I mean, I wonder if we ran
At
like
least one.
2 plus what the statistic would be. But yes, that is correct. Why do we feel like we need to do that? I was thinking about this as I was packing. I'm there with my family that I see every day, and they see me in like, you know, the painted up sweatpants. And why do I feel like I need a new outfit? Because I'm at a different location. But we do it, right?
I think it depends where you're going, though.
I guess so. I mean, we just like lounge around
So
when we're on
maybe for the
vacation.
photos.
Maybe, yeah, because you're going to remember it. It's the photos.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
Or, I mean, if you're going to go, like, if you need a swimsuit and a cover up and a hat, I mean, isn't that considered a new outfit?
yeah, no, totally. Anything you would wear, I think, would qualify.
Yeah.
Some deep conversations here. Okay, so our last question for this game. The majority of travelers use packing cubes. Is this true or false?
I'm going to say false, but everyone should use packing cubes.
Yeah, I think it's probably false, but I now use packing cubes, and I feel like maybe they're going to catch on.
It's actually true. And I believe the
Really?
percentage was above 60%. I don't remember the exact number. I should have made a note. But
Seriously?
yeah, I was actually really surprised. I know a lot of people like the rolling method of packing. I like the cubes because you can keep like items together and, you know, kind of Tetris out your luggage.
I actually roll the
I
items
do too.
into the cube and then put them in the cube.
Same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm more of a paper folder.
I feel like you can get more things when you roll. And then I keep outfits together when I roll too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a whole science to packing. All right, so we're going to bring Sarah in first. There's an item that I'm specifically really curious about here. She's got some really random stuff, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
Um,
yeah, I think this is the item that you. Okay. First of all, I got a new travel backpack for traveling through the airport and stuff. So it's got like way too many pockets, but it does hold a lot of crap.
It's smart, though, to have lots of pockets because each item should have its own pocket, even though you won't remember which pocket you used for which item.
I if I can interject, I have that in beige. Does it have the bottom where you can put shoes? Yeah, it's.
I also have
actually
that one. Mine's
threw
light
a
pink.
blanket and pillow in there because I like that on the bottom because it's nice and soft instead of shoes. But anyways, this is the intriguing thing. It's a foot hammock for the airplane. So it comes in a little box and it looks like this, and you just like put this on the TV tray. And
I was
then
wondering where it
hangs
hung
down.
from. Okay.
And then you can put your feet in here, like it's like a hammock for your feet. But then, put it on the camera. But then your feet, like you can actually stretch your legs out, so you can have your legs out all the way stretched with the foot hammock, which you can't usually do on a plane.
I'm going to need to see some pictures of how it executes because I mean, depending on which seats you're in, how much leg room you have, but I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we flew like coach to Amsterdam, and that was going to be a nice long flight. So I saw that and I was like, okay, it's worth I think it was like $8 for a 2-pack.
Oh, that's.
Was it comfortable?
Wow.
Did you like it?
I did. I don't think my husband really got into it, but for me, it was really comfortable. I liked having my legs stretched out, and it felt, you don't feel like all crampy on the seat.
And it's nice to have a special home for your feet on an airplane, you know? Like, give them a little something extra, you know?
And it packs up nice and flat, and it fits good in the backpack.
Yeah, that's not going to take up a ton of
To
space.
me, that was like no-brainer.
Yeah, for sure.
So foot hammock, I'm here for that. I think
Yeah.
it's funny.
I was gonna say, Greg is tall, so was that part of the reason why he didn't use it?
No, he just
He's a guy and he just doesn't
a
get
guy,
it.
and he's just didn't get it. But I
No,
was like,
no offense to the men.
no,
that
I know,
watch
but
the
I was
show,
like,
but-
trust me, it's supposed to help. So he just didn't want to fuss with things, I guess. But here I am just making my, I have a pillow and a blanket and my whatever.
Yeah.
But, sometimes. This was another one that I like. This is for the, it goes on, I didn't bring the suitcase, but it slides on a rolling bag, and then you have a cup holder, and it hold like a tablet or a book or whatever. And so that way, when you're going through the airport, you can have your Starbucks cups and a water bottle or whatever right there. So when you're stuck at the airport, sitting there, then you have all your things. And then what I found was then you can easily just take it off the suitcase and stick it in the airplane, the pouch behind the seat on the airplane.
When you're not using it.
And then you don't have to put your stuff in that pouch. You could just use your little one instead.
Keeping everything
So
very
it
nice
kind of
and
works
clean.
as a two-fer on that one, I'd say.
I like that.
I like that.
Pretty smart. Okay. So let's see. Do you have some other things over there?
Just a couple little things.
Just a few.
Everyone has to have a travel pillow, right? So I got this kind of one.
Or in my case, 3.
Okay.
Just for you, or
I bought 3 just because sometimes I'll want something and the rest of the family's not interested in it, but I feel rude if I buy one for myself.
This one's a little different
You know?
because it kind of like twists, so you can like put it into kind of different configurations, and then you can like snap it into place. But I found that it's really comfortable, like on your side.
oh, that's cool.
That's
See,
pretty
I-
It's real
interesting.
squishy.
Oh, it is. It's soft. Did you guys ever see the one where you like put your head in?
In it. Yeah, and it holds it on the back of the headrest, so it's like a hammock for your head.
Kind of, yeah. I was considering that one for a minute, but then I'm like, I'm not going to Europe anytime soon. So, but
The
it just
intent
seemed,
of sleep on a plane or a car is always there for me, but it never happens.
Yeah,
so.
I
Yeah.
don't sleep.
Ooh,
And
pink.
then of course, because you have all your travel case.
That's a nice one.
That's the next one I need.
So this also was a, small investment, but like it's got my power bank right there. It's got a brick and cords. I think I'm missing a few from the last trip, and then it's
That one, I fully justify that one. That's
Yeah.
organization.
It's just
Yeah.
keeps you nice and organized on the plane. Let's see. I got this for also to sleep on the plane. It's a headband that can go over your eyes, but it also has little speakers. Headphones right here, so you can Bluetooth it, and then you can just, then you can hear music.
Oh
and
my
also be
gosh.
Oh my
covered.
gosh, I love this.
Sorry.
Oh, that one's
great.
great.
The only thing about this one, which I really love it, but it doesn't get quite loud enough for me. But that's just, I would say that's the only
Maybe
fault.
Beats should make a version of that.
So I was just going to see if I could upgrade it and find a better one. Plus, I also like the kind that have the gel around because I don't like black. I like everything black, totally black, to sleep, like no light. And this one has a little bit of light that peeks in, and that it's not as thick. So my next step is to find one of the fancier sleep ones that has better headphones.
Yeah, and they do make one like this that has the headphones. Mine doesn't.
That's next.
Yeah.
Just a couple other little things. I have a much bigger. Oh, so the backpack's cool because you can put your shoes in the bottom, but of course I don't have shoes in the bottom. I actually packed a whole nother travel pillow and blanket down there.
Oh, I like that.
And then, so this one comes. Oh, where's the zipper? Sorry. Not very good at demonstrating on air, but here we go. And then it just has a whole blanket that folds up inside. But you could also use it as a pillow if the blanket's in there. But between this pillow and the blanket, that's and the foot hammock and the lights out with some music or some ocean waves or whatever. And I slept the whole way pretty much to Amsterdam on the plane. So
I think it's funny that really, if you're really thinking about it, okay, you take a blanket, you take a bag, you take anything and throw a zipper on it, and now it's a travel edition, right? Like we could fold a blanket that's used only for travel and it would do the same thing, but you put a handle on something or a zipper and I'm buying it, right?
For sure.
The psychology it never gets old for me, but I keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Okay,
That's mostly
I know you have stuff too. See, it makes me feel so much better when other people come in and validate things because I feel wrong for over consuming. But
God, no.
when I see other people doing it, I feel more normal.
I mean, when I look at her electronics case, like part of the reason, like I have a smaller one, but I do need to upgrade because everybody in my family always looks at me to carry all
Everything.
their stuff. And I get really agitated when I'm all set, plugged in, just the way Sarah is. And then they're like, Mom, where's my plug? Mom, where's this? So anyways, okay. So just like Sarah, I have, what are these called again? A sleep mask. But because I have eyelash extensions, I don't want them smashed up against my face. So this is perfect because it has a little gap and it has a little gel inside of it, and they're really soft. And so these are great.
I was checking that out. That does look very soft.
Yeah, and these came in a 2-pack.
And it looks like it's like a cooling material too.
Yeah, actually I got one for Sophia for migraines. And so you can actually put them in the refrigerator. Yeah, as she gets migraines. And then the other thing I got, well, this is something I can use at home, but because I like for my hotel room to smell like my house, I do travel with a candle and an electronic lighter. My husband thinks I'm extra, and I am, because everything in my house smells like Capri Blue. So, yes, I do travel with.
I'm gonna have to smell that before we leave here.
You wanna smell it now?
I think it's interesting. We all have like that one thing that we travel with that's kind of like unique to us, but we all have one.
Yeah.
It's like your office.
It does. I have Capri
it
Blue
totally does.
as my
That's so
office.
funny.
It's her signature scent.
It's,
It
yes,
is.
it's not my perfume, but I love for my house. I like for it.
Do you have one in your car, like a little melting one?
I
that you
do. I have the Pura, and which comes in the Capri Blue. So
Staying on brand with your scent.
Yeah.
I like it.
So if you know me, you know I like my cocktails, and these are, I think I'm going to pronounce it correctly, Stojo. I think it's a Swedish brand, and this is actually a collapsible pitcher. And so I travel with these everywhere. They collapse. This is my pitcher, so I can make my cocktails. These are going to go with us, actually heading to Maui in 2 weeks. So make these, and poolside, going to the beach, what have you. And then you need to have a cup, because I'm not going to drink this all by myself. Well, maybe I would.
I was just going to say.
You need a cup, and my whole family has these. So this is my little sippy cup.
So give me a, for instance, like, so you bring these collapsed on the airplane with you, and then you go to the store and buy all the accoutrements when you get there. You're not like pre-mixing and then traveling, right?
No, I mean, just because, though I will
that would
say.
be kind of impractical.
Yeah, but I mean.
You really need one of those suitcases for your liquor.
I do. I will tell you, there's like some Starbucks tricks that you can do. Like you can, because there's, the little mini bottles that you can make, like a White Russian, depending what time you're going to leave on the plane. But, we're those folks that like to leave at 6 a.m. So I like to drink, but not that early in the morning.
Got it. But you're prepared for when you get there and you hit the store.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I like that these collapse because they can go into your beach bag or in your purse. I take these to Dodger games all the time too. Not that I sneak in alcohol to the Dodger game.
Never.
This, actually, I just got because I am that person who carries Lysol wipes in their purse. Yes, I wipe down the remote control,
Same.
light switches.
First thing you do.
First thing.
Airplane seats,
airplane
tray table,
seats,
all of it.
yeah, and it has nothing to do with the COVID. It just has stuff to do with germs. But I don't like putting even my travel toothbrush in a cup. And so I saw this, and this actually is, I just got it delivered this morning, and it wasn't because I was going to be on this. I actually brought it for my travels, but it's it's silicone back, so you put it on the mirror of the hotel room.
How much was that?
I think it was like $7.
We got to do a running total on how much you've spent for this trip and see if you're in line with the rest of the world.
And you know what? I like really nice things, but that's why I was surprised about what people spend, because I refuse. Like, my husband is that person, like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll buy it when we get there. No. But I also don't check a bag. Like, I am not going to spend money checking a bag. So everything goes with me. But this is something we're going to get a use out of. And it's really just for me and Greg, so I have to get one for Sophia.
Sophia's on her own, yeah.
But it sticks to the mirror at the hotel, and then you just put in your...
It's brilliant.
I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know they make that,
Yeah.
and I might need to buy one for the next time I go to a hotel.
And it comes in different colors, but I was waiting for the black because they had like pink and blue. They didn't have my aesthetic, which is brown. And then, so talking about packing cubes, I have to have packing cubes for my shoes. So this one actually has room for 2. And then it does have the little slip-on thing that you can put on the outside of your suitcase. And because I'm a weirdo, I don't like for my shoes to go into my carry-on, so I have a carry-on specifically for shoes, but I also refuse to take a ton of shoes with me. I'm very efficient when it comes to packing, which is why I also have 3 packing cubes, and I try not to overpack, so I make sure I stick to packing cubes, which is why I have the 3 different sizes. And I am going away for 5 days. No, 6. And it's myself and my husband and, you know, our family. But Greg and I are actually going to make sure that we only take 3 carry-ons between the 2 of us. Typically, we would take 4, but we're going to stick to 3. And he is not a packing cube guy, and I have shamed him on Instagram because our closet when we travel is a hot mess on his side. Everything on my side is very organized. Yeah, it's not a pretty look for him. But he's going to be packing. He's going to be in a packing cube this time. Only because
convert him.
Well, he's having surgery, so I'm going to have to help him pack, and I have to be in charge of suitcases.
Right there,
yeah, and it's his right hand. So if I have to carry suitcases for him,
he's at your mercy.
Yeah. And then this is for all of the items that are like stand-up. So this is going to be a little harder on an airplane because obviously liquids have to be smaller ounces. I think it's 5 ounces. But I still put in, you know, like taller makeup brushes and things like that. But when we travel, like for the weekend, you know, just around the state, I can put in like shampoos and stuff because it stays standing up. And then obviously every girl has to have a makeup case, and this can lay flat, and it has a ton of compartments, which I won't open up.
I meant to bring my makeup case. I have a really cool one that I bought because I was like, this is an investment. I'll use this because a lot of times you don't know how much counter space you'll have at a given hotel. And this one, you unfold it, and then it has the hook. So you can always hang it in the bathroom and then have everything right there because it folds down. It's great. But now I find myself, I'm a theme girl. So if you're going to the beach and you see the same bag in a beach print, I now need that because that fits my beach theme. Yes, it's like that.
Yeah.
And I have a beach one. I have a Christmas themed one. But why do I need a different color one based on where I'm going? It's a mind game, you know?
Yeah. Once you start to see, I mean, obviously your shopping cart starts to know the things that you like and the
And
colors.
your wallet. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden everything comes over and all your aesthetics. So
That's pretty funny. Okay, well, I only have a couple things I'm going to go through real fast. One is very simple and very effective. It is a clear PVC bag. These are amazing. I like to, when we go on trips, bring a ton of swimsuits because I don't like a bunch of tan lines. I like to have variety. And you can put your swimsuits in these. I can put, like my daughter and I have a lot of like matching ones. So I could put her version and my version in one, zip it up, and then you have them all lined up. I'll drop a picture in here of how they look in the suitcase, but it's great because they're organized and together, and they don't fold easily in a suitcase and look nice. I don't like them all willy-nilly. So these are amazing. And this is great for also storing your swimsuits at home. I love these. This is something that is like a go-to staple in our house for vacation because when you're traveling with kids, they like to be doing things all the time, you know, like you kind of might want to just be sitting on the balcony, hanging out, just kind of chilling. Let's look at the ocean. And they're like, hey, want to play this? Do you want to do that? What are we going to do now? I bring to you the tattoo pens.
Oh.
They're amazing. You get these out and you have a tattoo parlor on your balcony. And I give them to my daughter and like, I'll be like, here, do my leg. And she just tats up my leg with these. These are the metallic version. But it was the best thing ever. The people at the pool love it. They think it's hilarious, you know, and they wash right off. So like, you know, it's not a hard scrub.
yeah.
Great investment.
Do those come with stencils, just out of curiosity?
Yes, they do.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
But what we also like to incorporate is, and this is my small bag, I have a larger one with full sleeves, but we like to buy an array of different temporary tattoos, and we'll do like full sleeves because our tattoo parlor is legit. And we had kids at the pool like, where'd you get that? And we're like, come up to room 555, you know, we've got a tattoo parlor, and we've got anything from like, you know, like your kind of like normal looking ones. We have some that look very realistic. We have some more whimsical things, like in case you need a jellyfish, you're going for a theme. But what we really love to do is incorporate our signature Harvey Palooza edition of our shirt and swimsuit for the year, because we like to get our faces on our clothes. It's a whole pool vibe. And then we get the tattoos with them too, and we incorporate those into the sleeve. It's like hidden Harveys. And we sometimes give those out to people as we make friends around town, wherever we're at. So the tattoos are great.
Yeah, you need a show just on your tattoo.
Our tattoo, you know, I'm going to start a little side hustle, and people can come poolside and, you know, $5 for a little tattoo. This is the last thing I'll show. This is a glasses container, because I have an array of glasses, and I thought, oh, well, I can never decide what to bring. I don't want to bring just a brown pair or a black pair. That's kind of boring. But it's so big, and I think I brought it maybe on one trip, because it takes up as much as like a pair of shoes in a suitcase.
Two pairs of shoes.
That one really didn't land for me, but I wasted the money on it. So there's that.
I was going to say, if you want to sell that one, I might take that one off you.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to work you a great deal.
I have the 3 one, and I love it. But just like you, I like options.
Yeah, I just got like the soft one, and you can fit 2 pairs on the outside and 2 on the inside. I'm a little worried about like if something might squish it. We'll see how it goes. That's the one I currently have packed. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah, you need to show us.
Yeah.
The other thing, I just heard you say that you already have packed. When's vacation?
Vacation's next week.
Okay, so you're like me. I'm already, like, list is on my phone, and I'm already packing. But
yeah. I started packing like a month and a half ago, probably. A month ago at least. But
yeah, I'm like
it
2
extends
weeks.
the vacation.
Yeah, like I'm 2 weeks in advance, but you're early.
I'm pretty excited about it. So, yeah. Okay, so this is the part of the show where I like to share gifts. These I have custom made for you. Let me get these out here. Pass one around.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I got a tattoo.
Yeah, so it's just a tiny little travel essential kit, complete with a little first aid kit with the Oops, I Bought It Again logo. You're welcome. A tattoo of my family's faces, because you needed this year's. I know you have the old one, Sarah, but I just upgraded you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Those.
okay, this is needed, you know, because I'm old.
Old people problems are real, and especially when you're sitting in one position for a duration of time, you might need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on vacation, not at work.
Yeah, and so, yeah, and then the little wipes, you can never have too many of those.
Sure.
I wanted to get you some walking around socks, because that's another thing I like in the hotel. Keep your feet clean.
yeah.
You always have them like right next to the bed
I always
before your
bring
feet.
flip-flops.
Me
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the hotel room.
Yeah.
I have it.
I don't know why I go with walking around socks instead, but they're cozy, I guess.
Still like to be barefoot.
Exactly. Yeah, you can
I'm-
feel the grime.
I'm disgusted when I see my husband and child without stuff and they're walking around the hotel room. Yeah.
No, it's a whole thing. But so I'm curious if other people like to overconsume in the packing department like we do, if there is really a purpose in these things, or if we really would be better off with just like a Ziploc bag. I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think you've got to choose what works for you, but curious. If you have an opinion, feel free to email it over to shelfshame@gmail.com. Today, again, wasn't so much about regret purchases, maybe just unnecessary ones, or maybe they're completely validated. Either way, it's a lot of fun. So thank you both for being here today. Really had fun. And if you guys have an idea of a product that you bought and didn't use, or something that'd be fun on the show, feel free to email me. Until then, we'll see you next time.